everybody, it's Maria here from Pepperly Rose Paper Crafting. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I thought we would do something fun, making an owl treat box which requires no special dies and using dies that you probably have in your stash. So we'll get started on this project straight away. I'm using the Wrapped in Texture Embossing Folders. I'm using this pattern over here. These can be found in the Holiday Mini Catalogue, and the fun part is we're just using layering circles dies and we're using layering ovals dies as well. So let's get started on the project. We'll go through everything as we go along. So what you will need is a piece of Magenta Madness cardstock. This measures at 8.5 inches across by 4 inches tall. So we're going to grab our Simply Scored scoring tool and we're going to start scoring on the 8.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 3 inches. Oops, I went completely off there. 3 inches. At 4, 7, and 8. Then we're going to turn this around and we're going to have that 1/2 inch facing down and we're just going to score this at 1 inch. Okay, really nice and simple. We're going to now fold and burnish the score lines with our bone folder. Now, of course, feel free to change up the colours of your cardstock. Now, see how I made that little mess there with that score line? I can go from the back and smooth that out. And then when you look at the front, you can hardly tell that there was any issues there. So that's one way of cleaning up any scoring mistakes you may have made. So it's not too bad there. So we'll now continue on the scoring, the burnishing, sorry. And that's all done. And then what we're going to do with this is grab some scissors. Now for the top part here, we're going to do quite a deep mitre. And the reason for that is when we fold this later on, you will see why we did that. So it's very important. We're going to cut off that little bottom score there. Just cut right up. And then we'll just cut up the score lines. And we can just give that score line a bit of a trim off, so it just makes it nice and neat looking. And that's as far as I would go with regards to any mitering in of the flaps. I'll just keep it as is. And I think that's a pretty good job there. Alright, so what we will do now with this is we're actually going to do a little bit of measuring with a ruler. And I would like to measure 1 inch from the top to there, and you'll see why in a minute. This is to help me position so that we can make this look like that evenly on both sides. It's very difficult to use, what's it called, to die cut it basically, because it will just not be wide enough. And it'll just make it a little bit hard. So what we're going to do is just score from 1 inch down to here, and we'll just lightly, not 1 inch, actually it should be 1/2 inch. So luckily I didn't do that because that would have been too much. Rub that out, start again. We'll go 1/2 inch, that's better. Yeah, so I'm just going to 1/2 inch there. And 1/2 inch there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to lightly draw a line across the top. Should it be even 1/4 inch? I'm just thinking. No, ½ inch should be good. Okay. Sorry, I forgot about the measurement. So it was ½ inch. So let's now do just a very light line, and this will just help to line things up and make them look even. That's the whole reason why I'm doing it. So I only just drew a line from there to there and there to there. And what I'm going to do now is grab my layering ovals, and I'm going to use the 3rd largest and use it like as a template. So what I'll make sure is that it looks like this. Okay, and it's kind of even on all sides, like that, and it just touches that line. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw a faint line, like so. So we're just doing a bit of tracing. Okay, until it looks right for you, you know, and then it'll just go like that. So you'll see that you will be cutting along that line, and then it'll look nice and even. And we'll do the same on this side as well. This is just my way of doing it. If you want to do it a different way, you know, please feel free to do that. But I'm doing it this way because I found this easy for me. But yeah, it should be fun. All right, now let's cut. No, let's just trace that template. All right, so that's looking good. So we're going to cut with our scissors and follow along the curved line. So just do that. Like so. And we'll do the same here. And so when we put this box together, it will now look like an owl's head with the ears there. So what I'll do now is just rub off the pencil marks. Okay, so we've rubbed that all off. So now this is looking good. So I forgot to burnish this part, so make sure you burnish all of the bits and pieces. Okay, so what we'll do now is we will put this box together. So we can add some glue. You can add whatever adhesive you feel comfortable using. And now you'll probably see why we did such a deep mitering in. And it's just basically so that it doesn't show when we close the box up and adhere it together. There's a bit there that I didn't rub out, so I'll just do that whilst that's adhering. Just make sure I add a little bit more glue there right on the edge. And now it looks like that. How cool is that? So now we'll just fold in our flaps, and we'll just put some glue on the end. Right in there, right to the edge. And now that's adhered very nicely on there. We'll push those flaps down with our bone folder or whatever you can fit there. And now that's all done. See that, isn't that cute? Now this can fit quite a few little candies in there. You can use them as a party favour. You can do a lot of things with this, so it's really, really cute. Alright, so we're going to do some die cutting and lots of die cutting. So we want to make a tummy for this, as well as we're going to get some wings. So we're going to use some Magenta Madness. We're going to cut out the 2 small circles there, ovals there, and they'll be our wings. And then we're going to use the 3rd largest oval. So that's this one over here. And I'm going to cut that out with some Coastal Cabana. So I'll just grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss Machine. What a mouthful that is. And we are going to cut these bits out. So we'll try and do as many bits and pieces as we can, so we don't have to do multiple passes. But in this case, I think I will have to, oh no, I can do both. So we'll cut these out. Okay, so that's that one done. Then we are going to cut this out twice. So I need one more time. Okay, so we've cut that out twice. So those will be our wings. And just dropped a couple of things, so pick that all up. All right, now with we're going to use some purple posy, and we're going to cut out the 2nd largest scallop circle. I think that's this one over here. Yes, so we're going to cut that out twice. So I'm just using a couple of scrap pieces of purple posy. They're going to make some of the eye, they're going to make 2 of the eyes, parts of that. So cut that out twice. That's one there. I'll do this now on this side. Okay, so we've cut 2 of these purple posies. Then we're going to cut the smallest circle from the die set, from the layering circles. I'm going to cut this out twice as well with Whisper White, so I'll just grab that. So that's one. We'll do the second one. Excuse me. All right, so that's our second one now done. And then with our Coastal Cabana oval, we're going to emboss that. So I'll just take out the number 2 plate on this, and I'll just bring in that embossing folder, and I'm going to use this one over here. It's so cute. This will add a nice texture for the tummy of the owl. So we're just going to pop that through. And then that's it with our die cutting and embossing. That's all done. Okay, so let's see how this turned out. Oh, isn't that cute? Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to add, grab our 1/2 inch circle punch, and we're going to cut out 2 basic black circles. Okay, so that's done. And then we've got a piece of Mango Melody cardstock. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut just the corner of this cardstock with my scissors, and I'm just going to cut the beak so it'll look like that. Okay, so super cute. All right. So now that we've got our box all done and all our bits and pieces cut, just trying to find the other oval there. We're going to put this together. So what we'll do now is we will stick the circles with some glue. So use whatever adhesive you feel you'd like to use. No right or wrong. And I'm going to make them slightly go a little bit off, look like that. I'm going to do the same on this one. And use my glue. This is going to be really, really simple, but so much fun. And do the same on this side. Okay. Then we're going to add the pupils. Oops. And they will go down there as well. Like that. And we'll do the same on this side. And like that. Okay. So as you can see, it's starting to come together. It looks really cute. So what I want to do with this one here is I'm going to stick this down here, but I'm going to leave a little bit of the gap along the bottom, see? So I'm just going to add some glue all over this oval piece here. And I love these colours together, really bright, fun and happy. Like, feel free as well to choose whatever colours you wish. So I'm going to pop this down here. Really, really cute. I love this. So that's the tummy. And then what I'm going to do is get my scissors and I'm going to snip off the excess amount right there. So now it looks flush with the whole box. Isn't that cute? And how cute is this? We didn't even have to use any specific dies for that. So we're going to grab our little circles there. So they're going to go over here like that. And we're going to add the beak underneath. So it looks super duper cute like this. Oh. And then we're going to add our wings on the end, so it will look like that. So how cute is this? This is a ridiculously cute box. So what we're going to do now is we're going to stick our ovals down. So they're going to go like that. Not too much. It doesn't matter if we have these sticking out a little bit, and we'll have that going there too. So I'll just put some glue just on the inside part so we don't have glue sticking on the outside there. And so go like that. Make sure it's kind of even on both sides, as much as you can. There's no right or wrong here. Alrighty, and then we'll add our eyes and we'll make them, okay, we'll take this down a bit further there and there. Like that. We'll add the eyes like that. And put some there. And we'll kind of overlap them a little bit. So stick that down there. And then we're going to add some glue with our Mango Melody beak that we made with the corner of a piece of cardstock. And what you can also do is you can cut a a square, and then cut it in half. And then therefore you will have like a beak there too. So you can do it that way too. And I'm just going to now really press down on everything to make sure that it sticks down. And you can make them look Christmassy as well. So you can add you can make this a red owl and make it more a Christmas theme owl or a green owl, whatever you wish. Oh, isn't this cute? And that's my finished little treat box today. How gorgeous. And you can add some, it stands up nicely too. And you can add whatever treats you want in there. You can use it for gift giving, to have as a favour. And I think it's adorable. I hope you liked today's tutorial, and I'll give you a close-up of it and see that gorgeous texture for the tummy of the owl. I hope you like it. If you have any questions or you would like to purchase from me, if you're interested in purchasing and you live in Australia, you can visit my online store at pepplyrosepapercrafting.stampinup.net, and I'll appreciate your business very much. And I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and I hope to see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.